pretty much anywhere in here. They can be very difficult to find, so monitoring them is really, really difficult. There is, though, one thing that we can do to make sure we know where the rhinos are. So we can put a collar onto them, which gives us a radio signal that'll tell us exactly where that rhino is. And a rhino that we can locate is much, much easier to protect.
And that's exactly what we're going to be doing today.
Thank you very much.
I've come to meet Dr. William Fowlds. He is South Africa's #1 rhino vet. He worked tirelessly to save Tandy's life, and today he's helping to protect another rhino called Rodney.
Okay, so he's an adult male rhino.
Yeah.
He's got a really big horn on him, unfortunately for him. So it's really important that he's contactable at all times by the anti-poaching teams.
Dr. Fowlds heads up in the helicopter. He'll be darting Rodney the Rhino from the air, whilst I head out with the ground team.
So it looks at the moment like the helicopter's flying patterns, just trying to see if they can spot the rhino on the ground.
Here comes the rhino.
Oh, there we go. That could well be Rodney. He's coming thundering down the hill fast.
And it was. Dr. Fowlds had located Rodney from the air and darted him. The tranquilizer dart will send Rodney into a temporary sleep.
The dart is in.
Yeah, dart in. So we just had the word that the dart is in. They've already got a shot into Rodney, and at present he's in a pretty good position coming towards us across this slope. Can you see that?
The helicopter's continuing to track him from the air. It shouldn't take long for the dart to work, so all eyes need to be on him.
That is a huge horn. It's been a long time since I've seen a male rhino that has a horn that big. You can see why he would be such a target.
The drug is taking effect, so it's safe to move in on foot.
See the dart in his back leg?
Although the animal looks like it's struggling, he's not in any pain, and once the procedure's over, he will be straight back up on his feet. And this is all about keeping Rodney safe.
Whoa! Okay, so what Brett's doing now is putting earplugs in and a blindfold. So essentially what we're doing is occluding his senses. So that should pacify him, just make him a little bit calmer. This must be a very confusing experience for him. Horn, you know, you don't get to see males with a horn this size much anymore because they are the ones that are mostly targeted.
And that's why we need to put a collar on him. And I have the honor of fitting his new designer accessory.
So this is sending out a signal that we can pick up so we can always know where the animal is. And that's critical in the battle against the poachers.
With Rodney's huge bulk snoring next to me, the full scale of the problem is clear. A gentle giant that, to poachers, is worth far more dead than alive. And that's what we have to change.
Okay, so that wake-up drug is in him, and pretty soon he's going to be struggling to his feet. So we're probably best to be a little bit behind him. Here he goes.
And Rodney shows just who's the real boss around here.
You can see already, just seconds after he's up on his feet, and he's off. But he's fine. And that is just so, so important. He is unimaginably valuable. And I'm not talking about his horn. I'm talking about him as an animal. The thought that we might not have rhinos like this off into the future in 10 years' time, in 20 years' time, absolutely breaks my heart. The extinction of the rhino is something that we cannot allow to happen because our world would be a much poorer place without them.